Hello guys, welcome back. So how you doing? Having fun watching governments have meltdowns, having fun. It's business as usual. We can see we're getting back to business as usual as a species because sports are starting to pick up. Useless celebrity shit is in the news like it's newsworthy. The government, everybody's running around blaming everybody else. Nobody did get any damn money. Surprise. And it's like we're getting back to life as normal. They must know something. I honestly think they must know something. And I'm not trying to be conspiracy theory time, but I'm like, I honestly, as I was talking to the gods, I said, I honestly think they're just going to dick around for a week or so and see where stuff is going. And if they don't have to send out a single check, they're not going to, you know? It'll be tough breaks for the people that needed the money, but yeah, hey, that's the government. And I said, I just think they're going to dick around for a week or so and, try to ride out the time and not send anybody any checks. Because remember, everybody was going to get one. Every single adult American was going to give one. Then they'd reasonably said, okay, maybe not multimillionaires because they don't need it. Then they said, well, maybe not people who are still working. Hmm? And maybe not these other people over here. And maybe not, you're not sending checks out, are you? No, they're not sending checks. I'm just waiting to get my taxes done. I got the census bullshit all the way. Skip voting. Um, because I know how filthy people are around here, and I'm like, I don't want to pick anything else up. I'm not worried about current events. And it's just a thing of waiting for stuff to get back to normal. I had made orders and they're not even shipping and they might not ship for a while. Like I'm being told like look at the end of the month or like mid-April before you see your groceries. I'm like, "What?" And I'm not saying that to panic people, but they're like, "Yeah, we'll get it to you. The grocery part I'm going to get by the end of the month, but like my medication for my allergies, good thing I had a month's supply and I have another one that's not nearly as effective and it's a couple years out of date, but it's upper. That's why you keep stuff like this for emergencies. Um, I have stuff in case it takes them a while to ship, but it's weird because I had to go on Amazon to order my allergy medication, which I take so I don't scratch my skin off. And they had said it was going to be sometime next month when it got to me. I'm like, okay. But then I received an email saying, "Hey, you're getting all your stuff on Friday." And I'm like, "How can that be when you're not going to have it until like the very end of the month?" And now they're saying it won't be in stock until sometime in April. And I'm like, "What?" I don't understand. Am I getting my medication? Am I not getting my medication? If I have to, I have a month's supply of the stuff that's good and in date. I have another month of other stuff. God's no, I will just go through my cabinet. And, this is the first time for a lot of us in America and other first world countries where this is becoming the norm. And it's like, well, hey, welcome to what the rest of the world has to do with 3 or 4 year old medication. And that's one of the things we're having to adjust to. And it's just too damn bad because too many people are hoarding shit. I just got 1 box of a year's medication because that's all I need. I wasn't gonna pay. I think it was like 50, no, $65 for a month's supply on Walmart because it was a third party seller, and it was $10 for a year on Amazon. Which one are you gonna buy, right? So it's a thing of having to wait until people stop panicking and overbuying shit and I didn't even want to buy half the stuff I did, but it was like it was cheaper to make a minimum order and get it shipped to me than to just order my medication because I'm not going to pay the bullshit fees to have free shipping. So it's exhausting, guys. It's really exhausting. And I filmed that thing for you, and I saw the trash down there while I was filming. But there's nothing I can do. People litter like crazy in this area, and there are copperheads down there, so I'm not going down there after it. It's just, I think everybody thought humanity would grow up immature and hit the spiritual, awakening during this time. People haven't learned a damn thing. People are already back to life as usual. And I was going to try to make you a video yesterday. We filmed some stuff. It didn't work out. And we did some VR and it didn't work out. And I said, I can tell we're not growing as a species. Because once the idea of the panic wore off, and once you realize that, hey, we just got to ride this through and we'll get back to normal, it might take a while, but we'll get back to normal. I said, you already start thinking about that bullshit that was really important before, like $1 million and having an island and having a yacht and having whatever the hell else your fantasies were. I said, those things start coming back to you because you realize they're a possibility. I said, they didn't go away because you spiritually evolved. They went away because survival mode kicked in for all of us. And you know what? That's okay. We're a greedy little species. And if you admit that, you can work with it. If you admit, yeah, we're a greedy little species, you can work with that shit then. If you don't admit it and you try to pretend you're all spiritually enlightened, you're never going to get anywhere. Loki's been jumping in the way on purpose and trying to get me away from all the spiritual frou-frou, golden light, whatever stuff. I still do it a little bit at night too. Like, I'm like, hey, I used to do it for years for my anxiety, and then I'm like, well, I could do it to try to help out now. What the hell? It could work. I don't know that it'll work, but it could. And it's a thing of he's jumping in the way and saying, you're not really spiritual and rarefied. You talk to us, but you talk to us like a normal, everyday human being. You're not going around being spiritual and pretending to understand Middle East mysticism or something like that. He says, you're not like that at all. You're a normal person. You're an everyday down to earth person. So Loki's lesson was to don't buy into the bullshit of everybody thinks that in 2 weeks' time or whatever, the stay at home stuff is going to be, that we're going to spiritually revolutionize and become these angelic beings and grow wings and halos and shit. That's not going to happen. Essential human nature, it takes a lifetime to change. And right now, if we're honest, we're all fighting that animal instinct to put ourselves first and to grab everything for ourselves. It's not that the people that did it are bad and the rest of us are good. It's just that some of us can fight our instincts and some of us can't. Of course we want to put ourselves first. We all want to survive. You would have to be very odd not to want to survive. We all want to survive. We all want to have enough medication and enough toilet paper. That's popular right now, enough food, enough company, enough whatever. We all want that for ourselves. We're all kind of pissed off at our respective governments for not doing more. It's human nature. But we're gonna make it through this, guys. And I'm so tired of talking about this bullshit, but it's like, it has to be dealt with. There's no sense pretending it's not going on. There's no sense pretending that it's not a focal point for a lot of us right now because it's impacting our lives. I'll be, it's normal sometimes for me to have to wait for an order to ship but no, it's like it feels more like it's because everybody's clogging up the system online, and it's super frustrating is what it is. It's not that you lack compassion for other people, but it's like, those of us that are disabled and will be homebound long term, long after the rest of people can go back to the grocery store and that, are not appreciating this bullshit. So it's a good thing I did make an extra little tiny order, because by the time that comes, I'm going to need the groceries. So, it's going to work out. So I figured I would just catch you guys up, and we're just dealing with trying to social distance, and it's kind of frustrating. It's kind of stressful because, I went out because they're still telling people to go out, but you're supposed to keep your distance from other people, and some people aren't getting that memo, right? They want to come over and bother you or something. So it's like I'm trying to go out and like making sure no humans are coming near me because I'm trying to do this social distancing thing because people are getting arrested for not doing it. And I'm like, yeah, I need to just avoid humans. But I wanted to go out and get that waterfall because I went out. I was like, you know what? I'll take the camera out, get a little ASMR stuff, and the whole time I'm out there, I'm trying to shoot this beautiful waterfall. I'm just like, oh Jesus, don't let anybody come out of their house and run over and talk to me because I don't like humans to begin with, and don't fuck up my shot. So we're getting back to life as normal. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.